Meatloaf mode. Ah. It's probably been like a year since I played this game. I feel rusty. Very, very rusty. Mega Slow Man 3. It would be awesome if there was somehow a slowdown removed Mega Man 3. Hard to go back to. There's some slowdown games I don't mind, but man, it kicks in at the worst possible moments in this game. Damn it. God damn it. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Keep looking at me, patchouli. Well, that was a fast level. Just noticed the controls are really laggy in this game too, compared to Mega Man 2 or probably Mega Man 4. Many moments there where I wanted to turn quickly and fire and I just couldn't. But never mind. Patchouli. She's liking the head rubs. Hey, Patchouli, look at that! It's you! No, you're not even looking. You're cleaning your butt. No! Why did you stop in midair, Mega Man? What the fuck? Why did you do that? I don't know if I've ever died to those spikes before. Like, ever in my entire life. Yeah, the Genesis version's not as good as the NES one, for sure. It's got even more slowdown. Speaking of which, I need to go through that again so we can do a YouTube stream. I meant to do that. Go through all the games, do the Wily Tower Look at that button mashing, man. It's the real deal. Yeah, I mean, it's still a fun game, Mario. I mean, it would have been really good value if it came out in North America back in the day. You know, 3 games with an extra bonus chapter at the end. It's nice. They're not as good as they should have been, but, you know, you get 3 games. So I kind of let the issues slide. Some of the music remixes are really awesome, though. I like seeing the updated graphics. Yeah, Sega CD with all 6 games? I mean, sure. That would be cool. Never gonna happen, but it would be cool. Alright, this is gonna be interesting without using a sub-weapon. We'll see. What are you talking about? They did. Street Fighter 2? Street Fighter was their biggest franchise back then. And then they did give us the 3 Mega Man games in that one cart. Yeah, they didn't bring over a ton of them, but, you know, Genesis or Mega Drive tanked in Japan, so can you blame them? It's not even really worth talking about. It's not your fault, Patchouli. It's my fault. You had to use tricks to beat this game? For shame. Are you squinting your left eye, Patchouli? I want to do that again. I want to do... This is the first time... I think this is the first time I've ever tried him pistol only. And I'm starting to finally understand how he works. He does so much damage, though. That's good. I got that fight finally figured out. You're still staring at me. Pew pew. What you doing, Patchouli? Yeah, I don't remember his pattern too well. As you should, because it does. Oh, that was close. Thank you. I have never done some of these guys with just the Buster. Nice that takes off 2 blocks of health. I got a little less than a half an hour to go to my brother's. And then we'll be back. We'll be streaming. Should be able to beat this game in 30 minutes. Yeah, I know. You mentioned it yesterday. And I was like, word. At least in my head, I was like, word. I didn't actually respond. Yes, you did. You mentioned it being OP. Which was more than enough. Because I don't really care. I seriously don't fucking care. Sorry. I haven't played Mega Man X2 in like 3 years, so I don't remember jack shit about it. My last stream was like yesterday, dude. And you seem pretty normal to me. I will take that. I always forget that one's attached to the structure. I think it's Needle Man. Yeah, some of these guys are way more challenging than others. Oh yeah? Yeah. Good luck with that. I'm trying to do the same, but probably for different reasons. Like the last time I got really drunk, my body just, it just wrecked my body. I'm not talking like your normal hangover or anything like that. It was like, it made my entire lower intestinal tract become inflamed for like the next week straight. So like, I really can't be drinking. When I drink really heavy. I drink very heavily. Like blackout drunk. In the last 6 months, I've been pretty good about not drinking. I've been drinking usually once a month, whereas before I would drink like weekly and get hammered. But after my last incident back in March, actually I think it was early April, I really can't do it anymore. I mean, I can have like a drink or two if I'm hanging out drinking socially, but if I drink by myself, I drink to get shit-faced. But it's having a severe negative effect on, like, my organs, which is not good. Too much herbs. Nothing wrong with the herb. For that, all you gotta do is just tone it back a little bit. Maybe not smoke so much. You can still smoke frequently, just smoke a little bit. Don't smoke a lot. I would honestly probably function a lot better if I could do that, but it's still illegal here in Virginia. And I work for a government contractor, so even if it was legal in Virginia, it's still illegal federally, and I still wouldn't be able to do it, even with a medicinal license. No, the next logical step is not pills, actually. I do not recommend pills at all. Dude, this keeps eating my inputs. Ugh, it's terrible. Alright, I have to. This fight is terrible, man. It keeps eating my inputs big time. That's terrible. That's a huge problem with Mega Man 3. Mega Man 2 is like super snappy at all times. Even when there's slowdown. But in this game, man, once the stuff starts slowing down a lot, it just starts eating your inputs left and right. You try to turn around, but you won't turn around. You try to fire, but you won't fire. And then combine the two together and, you know, nothing happens. I assume Neocomica meant, like, prescription pills. Or antidepressants or something like that. I don't recommend stuff like that. I haven't known a single person where that's worked out well for them. And those things can also be hard on your organs. The uppers in particular will make you restless and make you not be able to sleep. Sleep's the most important thing. Which is why smoking is great. The old cannabis. It really helps you sleep. It helps you get the most important thing that you need. Man, I'm getting distracted. I don't really need any of this crap. I just want to get to the end. I haven't seen Walk Hard. Well, that's gonna take all day. Well, that can mean you're smoking the wrong kind, and you are smoking way too much. You shouldn't be getting paranoid if you're smoking just a little. It's one thing people don't understand about that sort of thing. There are different strains. Some make people more... Ow. Some make people more paranoid than others. And then how much you consume is also a huge part of it. I'm not saying everyone should smoke it, but it's one of those things where it's a lot more nuanced than people realize. Yeah, for me it happened in my early 20s, not high school. You've tried different strains? I don't know. If you're buying it off the street, you never know what you're actually getting. In places where it's legal and you can go to pot shops, that's where I would, I would talk to someone there that's knowledgeable about it. But I do think if you're getting paranoid, you are doing too much. the sort of thing where like I would start with a puff or two, and that's it. You became paranoid off that, you got some deeper issues at hand, man. It's mostly legal now? Right on. That's cool. I wish I could say the same for my state. Although it looks like they are making progress in that direction. That you're usually fine. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. I find that, I mean, not that I've done it in a long time, but I find like that's the sort of thing that really takes the edge off for me. Just thinking about it, it's taking the edge off for me. Hope the shit's legal sometime in my lifetime. It's so dumb that it's illegal. Yet alcohol that will physically, like, wreck your body is perfectly legal. It's perfectly okay. And it makes you dumb. Screw it. Let's go ahead and get this. Judy. Alright, 7:15. We should be able to beat this game right as I need to leave. That's good. so laggy. Hey, you. Papa Julie. Papa Julie, Papa Julie. My cat's just staring at me. What are you doing? What you doing, Patchouli? This game eats inputs like crazy. It's frustrating. Yeah, X5 Devil is not great. I streamed that on YouTube in the last 6 months. So I know all about it. Well, that was convenient. Patchouli! Screw it. I don't really need anything else. I wouldn't call it a bad game. It's just not as awesome as it could be. I like it now. I used to hate it, but it's fine. It's just not... There wasn't as much care and effort put into it as other X games. And then Alia. Can't skip through her nonsense. But it's still fun. I mean, all the first 6 X games I think are good to one extent or another. I'd call it a good game. It's just the other X games kind of set a pretty high bar. Alright, you know what? I don't need to do this. Let's just kill these guys quickly. I already did Buster only early on. Probably one of the most disappointing things about X5 is, you can play Zero, like you can select Zero from the beginning, but they didn't customize his campaign specifically towards him, so you still have to switch over to X. It's really dumb. Like, why even give you the option? Doesn't make any sense. Budget game? No, that's not the... I would not say that, personally. budget game was like Shooter, Space Shot. That's a budget game. Mega Man X5 was not that. Most frustrating thing ever? Nah, it wasn't that bad. It took me a few tries, but I got through it. Alright, we're almost there. I didn't really have that problem. I mean, I think there were a couple of moments where it was tough to hit the weak spot, but no, for the most part, I didn't have any issues. I had to, you know, play fast and sharp, but, you know, I had to be on my A game. I mean, same with Sigma. Sigma is a tough fight with either X or Zero. Assuming you're not aping the freaking ultimate armor or whatever, which I didn't do in my last playthrough. I had to play it legit, so it was fun. Well, yeah, most people think the same Zaku, not Zaku. He's preaching to the choir, brother. It's not to say that X5 and X6 aren't fun games in their own right. And actually, I prefer X6 over a bunch of the first 6 X games. I'd rather play X6 than play X3 or X5, because it's got a lot of like legitimate challenge to it, which some of the other games don't have. And there's a lot of flexibility on how you go through the game. So there's a lot of replay value. I'm gonna skip that U-Tank. Zach? You got Zaku in your name, so I'm gonna call you Zaku. I actually do have another regular who has Zacho in his name, so there is that too. Fuck you, Wiley! You keep staring at me, Patchouli. It's kind of creepy. Creepy kitty. Thanks, Mario. But yeah, X4 is definitely the best made of the PS1 era X games for sure. It's my favorite. And just from a production standpoint, it's the most consistent. It's got the best flow. It's got good replay value with X and Zero. I'd say the only thing I feel it's lacking is an extreme mode. That's one thing that X5 and X6 have going for them, is they've got the extra hard mode. Extreme. The X4's got the best premise for the story, not that I care that much. It's got the highest production values with its cutscenes and whatnot. The fastest pacing, being able to just skip through all the text really fast. It's got the best graphics, with the most effort put into its backgrounds and details and whatnot. I think it's got the best soundtrack. To me, it's the X1 of the PS1 Mega Man games. But yeah, X4, aside from Sigma, is not terribly challenging though. Although Zero is definitely more challenging than X. Especially if you take the bosses out of order and limit your power-ups. She's just looking at me. What's going on? Hey, little girl, what you doing? You've been in loaf mode for almost this entire playthrough. It's funny watching her breathe. Her sides bob in and out. She gets the most expensive chair in the house. Whenever they make X9, yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Hey, you! Hi! Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go get my brother. I'm probably gonna be gone for about a half hour, but I'm just gonna leave the stream running. So, yeah, probably be gone at least a half hour, but instead of stopping the stream and restarting, I'm gonna leave it running. So this music's gonna play for a while. And then Brandon and I might switch over to the CDI. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see when he gets here. But alrighty, I'll be back.